Congratulations on your title defense and your first official second belt.
Thank you very much.
This is a full circle moment for you. You've called for Azael as an opponent since Power Slap 1. How does it feel to finally get that match and come out with a win?
Oh, that win felt amazing. Shout out to all my friends and family back home that, they're super supportive since the beginning of this journey 2.5 years ago. It's just been nonstop support and, anything that I need, they're always there. My coach, he's, so well versed in his job that I don't have to worry about anything. He was on the phone with, Brandon has the same coach. So he's literally in Brandon's pocket and he called it. He said, third round right there. He messaged Brandon. He said, let it rip. And he's going down. That's what happened.
That's awesome. And one of the biggest questions going into this match was how would Azael's power carry down from 185 to 170? How do you personally feel it transferred down?
Either I'm working my neck way too hard or that cut down to 170 really is drastic for him. And, shout out to El Perro. He's definitely a tough guy, but the power wasn't there tonight.
And did you do anything differently in your training camp this time around than you have in the past?
I want to say I just got very strong in the neck. That was my big focus, was really upgrading and doing a more advanced technique. So I end up tying my rubber bands up on a pull-up bar and I'm doing a neck bridge with it on my head, like way out here, holding, and then coming back up. That's one. Come back down for 10 more seconds. That's two. So that's my neck training now. Other than that, I want to say, another shout out to my coach, just a student of the game. He watches more film than I do, 100%. He has me doing the right techniques to win.
I love it. And I think you might have leaked a match that's on the New Orleans card because you said you were coaching in that corner. Do you have any concerns if that match, if he doesn't win, that it could possibly ruin the match that you called for?
I don't know. We'll have to see because, how things go card by card is how it's determined for the next one. So we really got to go back to the war room and see what's going on for the next card.
And I'm glad to see that Grimace made it here.
He's my good luck charm. He's coming to New Orleans for sure.
I love it. Congratulations again.
Thanks.
Congratulations on the win. Frank was in here earlier and kind of talked up the event, and he talked about you specifically. He said that guy's special. When you hear your boss say that, how does that make you feel? Do you feel that way? And what do you think makes you special?
Hopefully it's the right kind of special, but no, even since our match me and Manny had last time, he said, that was the greatest match we've had, back and forth, barn burner for 5 rounds. So to hear him say that I'm special, and obviously he means because I'm different. Yeah, it definitely feels good. Thanks, Frank.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Here, Blackburn, with one of the most brutal knockouts, do you now see yourself as the face of Power Slap?
I've been trying to work at it, brother. That's why I signed up. I've been telling everybody my story is crazy. It needs to be put out there. Like, people need to be having me on podcasts and telling this crazy story of, dude, I started off and I never been in a fight. I never been hit in my face. You can't paint a better picture for a power slapper than a undefeated champion than that.
And then also, after such a great performance, how do you plan to celebrate?
We're going to do the live event tonight with the full scope crew, and should be fun.
Is Grimace coming to the party tonight?
He's with me.
No matter how much, congrats on the win. And no matter how many times you see those brutal knockouts when the guy bounces off the podium, it's still just like that shock. Were you able to exchange any words later, like say, like, hey man, it's business. I got to keep this belt and take it home.
100%, and he knows that. We don't have any hard feelings towards each other. It was cordial all week. We could go out and have a celebratory drink after this, no problem. And I wasn't trying to be any kind of way towards his family and the crowd or nothing. It's just a show. It's just entertainment. So I just want them to know that I have all the respect for him.
Yeah, for sure, man. There was a lot of barks, but with that slap, you were the dog catcher and you kept that belt. Well done, sir.
Yeah, did you guys see me X the table? Yeah.
Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, Marcus.
You know, talking to you outside of this environment, you're a very laid back, soft spoken, maybe a little introverted. But then when you get up on that stage, you kind of like a completely different person. When does that switch flip for you? When do you go from this guy into the champ of power slap that's taking people's heads off? When does that switch?
I want to say it's that first slap turns it on for me. That's when I feel that first one, and I'm like I said, oh, it's going to be an easy night at work tonight. Like, I'm going to eat these up. I'm going to go deliver my slaps as clean and as good as I can and see if I can get the job done. And today it happened.
Were you surprised that he stood there as long as he did? I mean, he took a couple of great, significant slaps from you. Were you expecting it to go that long, or were you planning to get him out of there in the first?
I really thought, if he was to eat the first couple, I really thought we were going to go 5 rounds, and I was, ready for the barn burner. I said, oh, here we go, another 5-round war. But, laying them consistent, clean slaps. And I like to say, when you're up there, I like to compare power slap to golf, because you can be at the driving range and trying to smash them, and they're going off, not going far, and you get that one smooth one that looks like you're not trying. Thing goes 300 yards. It's precision. It's technique. It's not just going up here and slapping someone as hard as you can. Like, I'm telling you right now, I was probably putting only 70% on them, but I'm hitting clean and hitting it right.
Well, I was talking to Aziel earlier on, and he said that he learned a lot from this fight tonight from you. He said that he went in there and wasn't expecting you to be as tough as you were. How does that make you feel when you're getting this level of respect from these other fighters in the league?
I think my real thoughts on it are, man, I was gonna try Blackburn for my face, my name, and just something told me to shave my face every time, be Babyface. So, something told me to just do it. So I think that kind of plays a role in it. Like, if I was some kind of big bearded burly, then maybe people would put a little bit more respect on my name. But
And final question, I see you doing a lot of cooking videos online. Do you think that hot sauce that you've been cooking with had any edge on your performance tonight?
yeah, Notorious Knock Sauce is definitely going to be in my diet steady. I'm going to need some more.
Appreciate it. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, Marcus.
Okay, so Emmanuel Muniz and KO Chris, 2 former opponents that you had faced a few times. What did you think of their fight and their performances?
Manny was definitely ready for this match. We were just backstage in the same locker room, and we were playing around. If you go on my story, he weighs almost 200 pounds on stage, and I'm still like 174 with clothes on. So, I mean, that's a big guy. He's definitely been putting time in the gym. So he was prepared for this match. He cut the weight. Obviously, he made it. KO Chris, he didn't have the same happen for him. I think just coming in that heavy during a fight week, especially when you're taking you're not moving out of the way of a slap, and it's a very hard slap. You want to have as much hydration as possible. I really think that's the difference maker in my performance. Is I don't cut weight in the sauna at all. I don't plan on it fight week at all anymore, unless I go down to 55. Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you.